Good morning and welcome to Farming Simulator 17. I'm Andy and this is the Let's Play on the Cotland farm slash Coldborough farm. So I'm almost done with the baling. I just have these few rows here left, so you get to follow me on the last bit of baling. I could have recorded more on baling, but it was sort of boring and I had my fiance sitting next to me the entire evening yesterday, so it ended up not recording it. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I spared you something, or maybe you really wanted to see that. Or not, I don't know. Anyway, so done a bunch of baling. It took a few hours to do it, but that's fair enough and that's good. Then we have to collect all of these bales, which is the hard work actually. Since I don't have a trailer with autoload, maybe I should get a trailer with autoload. Or not. Well, no, I haven't decided. But I have a trailer which it doesn't have autoload, so we can start out using that. Which is a nice trailer, so it's good. We need to practice our telehandling skills. It sounds like a teleportation skills. We can get 700. Will I be able to fill this? Have a little bit here. That's not 100. New. There's a bit there. I'm sorry about sneezing. Just damn allergies. Almost there. Just if I get this, maybe can we get one more bale out of this field? This will be interesting. E4. Hey, we got one more. Good. So I don't know how many bales we got, but we have a lot of bales, which is nice. Really nice. Where's the exit? Here it is. Just put on the lights. The cars drive so fast on this map. Like okay, so now we're going to take our trailer and our telehandler and go pick these bales up. We're not going to start with these. I did pick up all the ones in this field. It does take quite some time just to do one field, so quite a lot of work. Just want to wash this first before we put it away for this time. I've been looking for I saw a link to a round baler which had sort of like a kicker on the back where it tips turn, instead of them going out the way they do now, they get kicked and they turn over, which means it won't roll anywhere. But I can't find my way back to that mod, so I just googled a lot and I can't find it. Otherwise, that's a really good one. I would like to have that. So if anyone has a suggestion, a link to it, please put that in the description. Sorry, in the links. Not links, in the comments. Comments is the word I'm looking for. because that would be really cool. I would really like that. Here you go. So and that would be great. Could get that. Where do we put the baler? This is the sell point for. That didn't work well. Put the baler somewhere else. Over here. Put it over here. Manage to back it up here. Easy. Show, don't show, show, don't watch it. Keep that sound. I don't know what I'm supposed to be showing and not showing. I don't know. Weird. Okay, so we'll take this trailer and then we'll go and get some bales out of the field. So I'm gonna do probably about half. A bunch of grass bales, but when I'm going to do grass bales, I'm going to do some more silage bales. We do need quite some silage bales, but I think I'm going to bring them back to the farm, and then I'll do the silage bales when we get here. Basically. Which way does it open? Yeah, it opened that way, that's good. Can't always remember which way they open or turn. Put this here. So I got the bale thingy on there, front there. The bale spike. Because this is just grass hay bales, so that works pretty good. So let's see. My idea is that I'll actually put them on. I did put them on like this first, but that didn't work out as good as putting them on this way. It's a little bit more work, but it was much more steady on there. And you could put another one on top of there quite easily. So it's easier to place them, and it was much easier to get them to stay there. That one rolled a bit. So I'm gonna turn them over. So if I had one baler with a kicker, then it would end up like this by default, and that would be easier. I wouldn't have to do this on all of them. It's not a lot of work, but a little bit of work. So, and I also find that coming from slightly from the back or from the front, it makes this easier. So, and then we just put, why did that end up not? this didn't think so. Oh. Wasn't level. Okay, next bale. So that would have been much easier just getting that. Okay. Let's go here and see there. See, so I just read yesterday. I finished reading. This is not a farming simulator topic, but I sometimes ramble about other stuff, and this is one of those. That Sweden or the government, or the government, or parliament, I'm probably correct, decided to turn the United Nations Convention on Children's Rights, Children's Rights Convention, Rights of Children's what's it called? In Swedish barnkonventionen, when the Convention of Children's Rights, maybe. Anyway, I don't know what it's called in Swedish, but they decided to turn that into law in Sweden. It hasn't been before, which is interesting because it should have been followed either way, because it was been sort of signed and ratified by Sweden, so should have almost the same status as a law. But so I read in Sweden they have we have something called förarbete, which is basically a bill, and it also tells you the law and also tells you how to interpret it, or in most cases how to interpret it. And so I read that yesterday and the day before that because I wanted to understand how the government wants us to, as a public servant, I have to follow the law, and I wanted to understand how the government thinks we should interpret that law. And I'm happy that they did turn it into law, but which makes it clear that we have to follow it. The problem is that we should have followed it all the time already, but we haven't for some reason. And so they turn it into law, which is great. So they basically first conclude that the reason why turning it into law is that because you haven't followed it in practice. And then when they have long reasoning why they shouldn't turn it, because the different laws have different statuses. Not statuses. That's the wrong word. They have different rankings. Why is this not working? It's weird. So different laws have different rankings. So for instance, Grundlag, which is the basic form of the constitution, they supersede all other laws, and then general laws are superseded by special laws, and then newer laws are superseded, or older laws are superseded by newer laws, and so on. So there's how to know which law to use, which law abides. You have to look at different aspects of it. So they could have made it into a law that we have to follow and that supersedes other laws, which I thought would have been much more clearer. But they have the government had a long reasoning about why they wouldn't do that, which in my world is I think it's wrong. I think they should have said that this law should go before other laws, which they didn't, unfortunately. And there's a reason for that. I understand the reason, but I still think they should have done that, especially since it turns out in practice we don't follow the law, or they follow the convention, which we should have done for all these. We had like 30 years doing that on us to start doing that, and we haven't done that for 30 years. So I think they should have sent a stronger message to both the public and mostly us servants that we have to follow the law, and that supersedes other laws, because we haven't done that. Just find it weird. It's a weird reasoning, or I don't understand the reasoning, basically. So sorry about the rambling. I'm just trying to do something while I'm doing this, because I don't think this is much too fun. Too fun. Well, that's a really nice stack. Woohoo! I don't think I've ever put a stack like that on. That was nice. Don't want to be like not self-righteous, good, but that was really nice stack. Maybe I'm getting better at this. So as I said, with a kicker I wouldn't have to do as much work. Get this on here. In real life, one thing I would like to have on Farming Simulator 19 is a little bit the ability to lean, I think. Because that would be a bit easier. So the ability to lean, because then you would see where the front of this fucking thing is. So if anyone out there is listening from Giants, which probably isn't, leaning would be a great thing, especially when doing this sort of work from the inside. Oh, that's a nice stack. I'm sorry, I never been able to do that in real life, which is interesting, but true. I need to push that in a little bit. That's okay. So how far? It's basically in front, so that's good. We'll grab this one on the far end here. So I guess this is probably, I'm thinking this takes most, this is one of those things that takes most effort for a farmer, putting these bales on trailers and bringing them back to the farm. We can get quite some bales on there. Quite a lot of bales, I mean. It's gonna be the most boring episode ever. Well, not boring. Yes, this is this is a good skill to know. Good, I think. Push it in a little bit. See, it's kind of hanging out there, but it's slightly out there. You can also do it like this. I don't know if this is better. Maybe it's better to push it far beneath it. Like so. Oh, it's nice. Actually, this is much better. So, I push them in. Good. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so let's go grab another bale. We have a ton of bales left. I mean, both those fields and then 3 fields over at the other end of this place where we started out bale. Well, where we started out this episode. So we have quite a lot of bales left to collect. If we can go use this way. Oh, it's nice. Maybe it's still up there. No, that's okay. Let's see, next bale. So everyone is looking forward to Farming Simulator 19, and I'm not, well, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm really happy with 17, so I don't really mind that it will be until fall sometimes later this year. I'm fine with this. This works nicely. And I really, one of the annoying things with the new Farming Simulator is it takes a bit of time before maps comes out and other stuff. I wish they could do that some other way. So you would actually have some maps ready and done when Farming Simulator 19 comes out, because first everyone goes like, oh, it's so cool, and then everyone looks at all the default stuff, which is cool usually, but it's not the same as all the mods. I think one of the things that make Farming Simulator great is the mods. So I'm gonna pick it up this side. And that's one of the things that takes some time when you get a new Farming Simulator out. And then of course you have 2 years until the next one, but still, I think one of the coolest stuff usually comes towards the end of the cycle. So like with this, with Farming Simulator 17, a lot of the cool stuff has come towards the end here. I actually saw a cool script that's coming out soon. It's which for windrowers, where you can actually make them swath independently. So if you have like a 2 windrower with two spinning things on it, you can actually just you can select which one to windrow with, both or the left or right one, which I think is a pretty cool thing. See there, go. So we probably won't finish up this trailer on this episode. We'll probably do it on the next episode, because we just got 1 row. We're gonna put 2 rows on on this. This is nice. I'm terribly sorry about the sneezing. Just try careful so we don't flip them off. I probably wouldn't put straps on for this short distance, but I really don't want them to fall off. That would be really crappy. So this probably will be harder because this is putting them. Need to put them in the right spot. You can push them as easily. And I can't see. This is where the leaning part would be great. I don't know if this is okay. Well, no, that's one. That's good. Let's see. Get the rest. Next one. Good thing about hay bales is you can use the spike, which I think is much better than a bale handle, bale claw. Is it called a claw? No, it's not called a claw. It's something else. So the reason why I don't talk much is that I'm so concentrating on this. It's quite hard actually. I went too far from the side. Two on. Yay. So by doing it this way, it will be easier when it comes to actually putting them in this shed later on. So even though this is a lot of work, it'll be much easier getting them off the trailer. You can do 2 at a time and then just place them in the shed basically. So that's why this is important. I wonder if I can actually do this from the inside. Should be able to do it from the inside. Can't see. I'm way off. Looks like I'm pretty close to where I should be, but I wasn't by far. There, that's nice, good. Next one. So we'll finish this off. Anyway, I'll see you next episode. We'll probably be still doing this. Let's see how many episodes I get, or maybe I'll just get tired and get a auto load trailer. We'll see. I haven't decided on that one yet. Well, actually, first I decided not using all this loading stuff on this map. But I sort of cheated with the buy bale mod and got all of those back to here with an auto load trailer. But I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna stop there. So thank you for watching. This has been the Cotland farm / Coldborough farm. For Farming Simulator 17, I'm Andy. This if you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this episode, please hit the like button, leave a comment or share. Take care. Bye bye.